Cameron,
Yes.
we're here in Fort McMurray, and you're homeless. Tell me about it.
I've been homeless off and on for about 6 or 7 years. Up here, I've been homeless off and on for approximately 15 years. I started my journey of homelessness and social retardation in Vancouver and brought it up to Fort McMurray, and have been struggling with drug addiction and homelessness and for about 6-7 years in Fort McMurray. And had periodic jobs here and there off and on, nothing steady. As addiction goes, your jobs go and everything goes, and it's just the way it goes. You get stuck in a rut, and in Fort McMurray there's not a lot of ways or resources to get out of that hole or rut you get stuck in. There's just not the services. They don't offer, whether it's treatment or whether it's anything, accommodations. You know, they have one homeless shelter, a year-round homeless shelter for people to stay at. And, you know, social services or anything does not help you in any way for anything, you know, that most provinces or places would help you with. So, I mean, this town is extra hard to get out of a rut when you get stuck in it.
Oh my gosh.
And, yeah, so, I mean, it's not a town. It's a great town if you're making money and doing the right thing and you know, you've got the trade, but if you have any sort of struggle or any sort of downside or anything going on in your life, it's the worst town to be in. I've never seen a town so, you know.
And you just told me that, you know, we're actually next to an area where your girlfriend, a dumpster, she fell asleep in it.
Yeah.
And they took it to
Last
the dump.
year, they came in the morning and dumped it. And I don't know whether they didn't hear her or I know she didn't wake up because she'd been up for a while and she was on the nod. We'd done some Oxycontin and proceeded to dump the body, and they looked on the camera and you see me getting out, but you don't see her getting out before the garbage truck came and dumped her. And as I said, once again, a show of the lack of whatever that some people have towards homelessness or drug addicts, that they just didn't put 100% effort into finding the body and giving her a place to rest. I mean, that's no place for her to rest. Her kids, there was no closure, there was no funeral, there was nothing we could do because we didn't have a body or anything to do it with. So, I mean, it leaves an open page where, you know, you have no closure at all.
So you've been fighting drug abuse.
Yeah,
and different
drug
things.
addiction, yeah.
Drug addiction. And has healthcare helped you out at all? Or?
Not really. I mean, I have certain things that I've acquired over the years of my addiction that I can't get rid of. And once again, that puts me in a different category where there should be some sort of help in some way. I mean, I'm not asking for a handout. It's just the drugs I do are physically addicting. And unless I get them off them or get on a maintenance program, which that once again they don't offer up here, then there's just, you know what I mean? There's no chance. I need to get fixed up before I can do anything for the day. Otherwise I'll be sick and my day will last 2 hours and I'll be so sick I won't even be able to move. So
people don't understand dope sick.
No, they don't. They think, you know, just pull up your socks and get through it. That's fine if it's a mental addiction, but what I do is physically addicting.
Right.
People say, what's it like? I said, when you're dope sick, it's like the worst flu you've ever had, multiplied times 10 with diarrhea and vomiting.
Right.
And that's how the only way they can come close to fathoming dope sickness. And they don't understand. Just pull up your socks, grit your teeth, and just do it. Well, it's easier said than done. You know, it's not mental. It's completely physical.
Right.
I'd love to stop doing it, but
I always tell people if I was dope sick, then I'm vulnerable, and if I'm vulnerable out homeless, then I'm mugged and I'm done. You know what I mean? So,
exactly. It's a vicious circle that, you know, there's no way. And once again, you're in this town. I mean, I'm from East Vancouver, where $10 will get you feeling better and get you moving. Up here, $80 for they don't have what I use heroin in Vancouver. They have clinical heroin, which is Oxycontin, and the cheapest you can get one, it's $1 a milligram. So for me, even just to be able to move and stop the sickness, it's $40, right. And $80 if I want to get a buzz.
People also don't understand it takes over your life.
Exactly, and
because you want off.
I don't want to do this. I'm 42 years old. I want a life. There's still things I want to do that I haven't done. I mean, I don't enjoy this. This is not enjoyable. I don't have 1 second. I might have 15 minutes of enjoyment a day, and that's when I do my fix and I'm unsick. As pathetic and stupid as that sounds, that's the only enjoyment I get out of life. Sex doesn't excite me. Nothing excites me except getting money in my pocket and getting my fix. That's the only thing that comes close to happiness for me. Life. You know, as pathetic and hurting as it sounds, right?
Oh my gosh.
You know?
So what's your future like? What are you trying
Well,
to do?
it's bleak if I don't get off it, but once again, I'm gonna have to go back to the West Coast where it's easier for you to get access services that can get off, because you can't even here. The detox will keep you for 5 or 7 days, and then they want you to hit the streets, because treatment usually takes a month and a half to get into, and there's no safe place you can go to stay off the dope for the 6 or 8 weeks. When you're in the mood that you want to get clean, you want to keep it going. You don't want to have these breaks, and they want you to hit the streets for a month, try and stay clean until you get your treatment date, and it's physically impossible. And by the time your treatment dates come throughout, you're already back into full-blown addiction, and the mindset of getting clean is gone. You're right back to doing it. So I mean, the only answer for me is to go back to the West Coast, where social services and people will pay for you, and you can stay in a safe place until you're completed your treatment.
And then when you complete your treatment, you just can't go back to homeless.
Exactly. There's got to be resources.
Then you go back out and drink and use.
There's got to be a safe place or resources after the fact. Before, in the middle, and after, especially after. You need to be out of sight, out of mind, and not be surrounded by people where that's all they talk about. Otherwise, you'll be right back into it. All that 3 months or 90 days or 30 days or whatever your treatment program, it defeats the purpose of doing it, because you're right back into the full swing. So you need pre-care, middle care, and aftercare.
Right.
Big time aftercare. Once you're clean, that's the easy part.
Right.
It's staying clean, and I can get off the drugs. It's staying off it. I can stop using. That's not the problem. And once again, mine's physical.
Yeah.
I need somewhere where I don't have to move or be bothered for a week or two. You know what I mean? I don't need to get up at 7 in the morning and have to struggle and go somewhere, and then I can't go anywhere else till 5 at night when they open again. I need to just not move for 2 weeks, and I can get rid of the sickness. Even that, I'm not asking for drugs or anything to help me get off. I can grin and bear it. And jail becomes an alternative, a good alternative.
Right.
The last time I was clean was when I was in jail. I was off everything. It took me a month before I was sleeping, right? But that was the last time I was ever clean. So I mean, when jail sounds good and becomes a good alternative, something's wrong with that picture.
For society, jail is $250 a day. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's the expensive alternative.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Rather than put me through a treatment program or help me.
Right. It's more cost effective, business-wise, money-wise.
Which is bullshit, because I'm a thief. I'm out here draining resources by stealing from stores, raising, what I mean? It's a whole circle that they don't understand.
Right.
The $250 or whatever it would cost me to put me through treatment or whatever would be a lot cheaper than me out here stealing $500 worth of stuff, getting rid of it for $100 so I can get a fix.
Right.
And I do that every day, and they don't understand that either. That,
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
3 wishes would be to clean and be clean and never have to use drugs again. Become a brother, a son, an uncle, and just not stop taking, being able to give. Just to stop, stop being a taker and being able to give, and being in a position where I can, where I can give something to people without expecting anything in return. I really want to be clean. I want to have a life. I want to be regular. I don't even want anything. The dreams aren't even, they're not huge. I just want to have a place to rest my head. I want to pay my bills. I want to get angry because my phone bill's too high. I want to be normal. Whatever normal is, I want to be it. As close to normal as I can get.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
No problem. Thank you.